2 years later, I scaled my business to multiple 6 figures in profit reselling name brand items on Amazon. I've also helped hundreds of people start and scale their business. And in this video, we're gonna go through a full online arbitrage guide, course, or whatever you wanna call it for absolutely free. There's no payment, no nothing. All I want you guys is to take this seriously like you paid thousands of dollars for this information, because this information could potentially make you thousands of dollars if you actually take action on this information. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. All right, guys, so the first part of this mini course or full guide is our core strategy. We want to go into sourcing, understanding what we're looking for. We want 30% profit margins. We want to get on listings that we can actually sell that aren't going to give us issues as, you know, third-party Amazon sellers. Look, I get it. You've probably seen thousands of make money online videos, and to be honest, most of them are garbage. But here's the thing. This isn't just some get rich quick scheme, or this is any crypto or anything like that. This is an actual sustainable business model that could make you thousands of dollars every single month. What I'm showing you today is online arbitrage. What you're basically doing is you're buying these products from retailers, Walmart, Target, CVS, Walgreens, and you're reselling them for a product, stuff that's on sale or clearance, and you're flipping them on Amazon for a profit. Amazon handles everything, the customer service, shipping, returns. All you have to do is find these products on clearance and flip them on Amazon. All you have to do is just find the deals and then send them to Amazon's warehouse where they fulfill everything for you. By the end of this video, you should understand the best way to make money, something that will finally click, that you actually want to keep doing every single day, all without any paid advertising, marketing, cold calling, or creating your own product. Before we get into this video, I can give you the most valuable information ever. If you guys don't lock in or take action, none of this matters, right? If you guys are constantly doom scrolling, if you guys are scrolling while watching, this is playing in the background, this is not going to be beneficial for you. Put your phone on do not disturb. Don't get stuck in the scroll. Take one simple action right away. Learning without action is completely useless. I could give you the most valuable information in the world. The information does not matter if you're not putting in any inputs in right after. But if you guys do all that, I can guarantee by the end of this video, you have the knowledge and tools to take action with confidence and build a $10,000 business in the next 60 days. So let's go ahead and get into it. So in this next segment, I'm gonna give you guys exact strategies and core systems that me and my mentees use to print thousands of dollars on Amazon. So let's go ahead and get into it. This business model hasn't just been working for me. It didn't just change my life. This is one of my mentees, RJ. He's absolutely killing right now. He was able to do $11,000 in one day. In Prime Day, if you guys don't know what Prime Day is where Amazon has an event where they host all the discounts and everything. And third-party sellers usually see a 50 to 60% increase in their sales as a third-party seller. And we're not giving out no discounts. So for this month of July, he posted this video on the 16th and he's already at 40K per month. He's probably going to finish this month around 15 to 20K profit. Next person we have over here is my guy, Sadiq. He's absolutely killing it right now. He works full-time at Target. In June 10th, the first 10 days of the month, he was able to do $20,000 in sales, and he was able to finish the month strong at 45K. He's absolutely killing it right now. This business model is changing multiple people's lives, and we could just keep going over here. This is one of my mentees, Ahmed. He's 17 years old. He's still in high school, and he just hit a 3.4K day. He just hit his first 10K a month. Super proud of this guy, but this business model is changing everybody's life, and I'm super excited to be making this video so you guys could be at the same position as these guys. Same thing with Kalen over here. He's a full-time college student. He was hitting $1,000 days. He hit his first 10K a month. Interview is a couple of videos before if you guys want to watch that. But without further ado, I probably showed you guys that this business model is changing other people's lives. Let's go ahead and get into it and let's see how it could change yours. So the first thing we have to do is actually talk about the Amazon opportunity, why Amazon FBA actually works. So the market size, first thing we have to talk about is the market size. Over half of all e-commerce sales happens on Amazon. And third-party sellers just like me, Ahmed, Kalen, RJ, the people that you see above of me, over half of all sales are being made by third-party sellers like me and them, and they're going to be you guys in the future. 1 out of every $5 spent online goes to third-party sellers. The thing I love about online arbitrage is not some crazy, insane business model or anything like that. All you're doing is you're buying products from retail websites, Target, Walmart, and you're just selling them for a profit. Key benefits, the reason how I picked this business model, thousands of people making thousands of dollars in profit without having to learn any insane skill, is there's no product creation required, no paid advertising, no cold calling or marketing, and Amazon handles shipping and customer service. The reason I love this is I can work from anywhere in less than a couple of hours every single day. And if you made good hires and you build systems out, you can get to a point where you're working from anywhere in the world and you're only working a couple of hours every single day. So you guys know Amazon FBA, there's multiple business models in Amazon FBA, right? There's private label where you have to make a product, you have to do branding, you have to wait 6 weeks for the suppliers to come. You have wholesale where you can make expensive mistakes where you have to send $7,000 or $5,000 on one order. It requires cold calling, retail arbitrage, time intensive, and you're driving to stores. I recommend this for beginners if you have limited capital capital, but at the end, we want to be sourcing and making thousands of dollars profit from our computer. Drop shipping, high risk of Amazon accounts, especially we can't do that. Online arbitrage is scalable, it's efficient, it's low risk, and you can work from home. So the two softwares we're going to need is our product research and profit calculator. That's going to be Seller Amp, and then we're going to need Keepa. Keepa is going to be our price history. It's going to give us the sales rank. Keepa is going to be our database software where we're going to get price history, and we're going to be able to track the sales ranks to see what actually sells or not. These are some free tools that we're going to be using: Capital One Shopping, Rakuten, extra email addresses for coupon loops. This is all you need to make your first $100,000 in sales with Amazon. Like, you don't need any fancy softwares, especially we want to start lean. We don't want to have insane overhead costs, especially when we're starting this business model. So setting up your Amazon account, the first thing we're going to need is an Amazon professional seller account. That's going to be $40 a month. We're obviously going to need a bank account, credit card. You don't need an LLC. That's a big question that I get. No LLC. Essential supplies are just boxes, right? Shipping scales, just to see the shipments you're sending out, how much they actually weigh. SKU labels, they're like $10 on Amazon for 1,000, so it's not going to break the bank. And then a tape gun, and tape, is going to be sufficient to package up your orders. That's all you need to start a six-figure business in the next couple of days. So guys, now that we've gotten into it, we showed that this business model actually works. We showed you guys why it works. We showed you guys some people that are in real time making thousands of dollars in profit every single month. Let's go ahead and get into this full guide. Make sure you guys pay attention. Make sure you guys have a piece of paper. Make sure you guys focus. This information could genuinely change the trajectory of your life. Without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into this. Our phase one is our product testing system, right? We're going to test 5 to 10 products at a time. So we're starting by selecting and listing 10 different products based on data from Seller Amp when you're scanning either retail arbitrage or online arbitrage, right? This is what you're looking for, right? It can be ungated with just 10 units. 100 unit ungates, 200 unit ungates, we can get ungated for that stuff, but it's going to tie up a lot of our capital. So we can't do that right now. We're only focused on brands and units that are only getting ungated with just 10 units, right? Next, it has to show good sales velocity, consistent sales history. We need a sales badge, right? If you guys don't know what a sales badge looks like, this is an example of what a sales badge looks like over here. 1K bought per month. Amazon is verifying that there's over 1,000 sales being made on this listing every single month. So that's how you're going to tell. Sales rank, buyer seller rank, that's cool and all. This is the most accurate representation. You mainly want to focus on smaller and lightweight products so your shipping costs aren't too high. If there's a product that weighs like, 5 to 7 pounds and the profit ROI is, you could sell that, right? But we want to go for smaller and lightweight products, right? Now, you have to be able to identify winners and losers. After selling through the initial inventory, you're going to have to make some decisions, right? This product, the price went down. One ASIN you sold through, no issues, is a good replenish. And then there's another ASIN that you're selling. You had to kind of put your price down a bit because there's a lot of competition getting on the listing. That is a product that we aren't going to want to replenish. By the time we send it to Amazon's fulfillment centers, we're probably not going to get it at a profitable price because there's going to be too many people penny undercutting, tanking the listings to get on sales. And you're just going to keep recycling and you're going to go wide, right? At the start, you want to go wide, not deep on inventory. I always say, if you have 1,000 to spend, I'd rather you spend 100 on 10 products than 1,000 on one product or 500 on 2 products. You never want to put all your eggs in one basket. You want to be spread out. What will happen sometimes is people will spend 500 or 1,000 on one product and then they can't get ungated for it and they'll go ahead and quit Amazon. You don't have enough proof of concept to be going that deep on purchases. So the best way to go is go wide on every single category, right? There's no specific category. Whatever that you can find that's profitable, sell it. Baby food, makeup, anything. Don't niche down yet. You don't have proof of concept yet. So we're going to go to phase 2, Amazon ungating strategy. Focus only on ungating 10, right? Make sure you're buying from legitimate retailers. One of the things that you could do too is you guys have to understand that this is a business and you're going to have to make some investments. And sometimes, right, with these 100, maybe 200 units, other people aren't willing to pay that high ticket to get ungated for it. I've done this before to the point where I'll buy a product, get 100, 200 units, sell those 200 units. Maybe it's not profitable. Maybe I'm just breaking even, but I'm getting ungated for that product. So now I can find different ASINs. Now I can find different products in that brand and be able to sell it. So sometimes I'll break even or I'll lose like, $50 or $100 on an ungate. In the next couple of months, I'm going to be profiting thousands of dollars on that. And I'm going to have less competition because other sellers aren't willing to get ungated for that product. When you're looking for quality products that you can replenish, you want to think, okay, how am I separating myself from the other Amazon seller that's here? How can I separate myself? Once you understand that, it's going to get so much easier. Now we're in phase 3, data-driven decision-making, right? This is what we're looking for. We're looking for high sales frequency. So I told you guys about the sales badge, manageable competition. We don't want the offer count to be going up too much. I'm going to give you guys an example of the offer count going up too much. So something like this, a product like this, as we're looking over here, offer counts at 20, 30. This is manageable. We're selling this product for 84 products. As soon as all these people, 50, 60, 75, 100, as soon as all these people get on the listing, price price goes down. So you guys have to understand how to read these keeper charts. Understand there's a lot of competition on this listing. Let me kind of not buy too many products. Let me just test buy it, right? I'm not that confident in this product. But as you can see over here, if you look at our second chart, only time it's okay that competition is going up is when velocity, sales are going up. When sales go up, that is good for a listing because that means everyone's gonna get sales. So we have 2,000 sales over here. People are actually getting sales, and then price is going back up. It hasn't fully recovered 84. It's still at like 74 and everything, but there's still opportunity to make tons of money. Guys, if you're getting a lot of value from this video and you want one-on-one guidance with myself to scale you to those 30, 50, even $100,000 per month, make sure you guys click the link in the bio to book a one-on-one strategy call to see how we could start and scale your Amazon business. Let's go ahead and get back into the video. And the next thing I want to tell you guys, right? Don't race to the bottom on pricing, right? You have to take the emotion out of it. Don't compete out of fear, right? If someone is getting on your listing and he's bringing the price down, don't just bring your price down and become non-profitable, right? Wait for him to sell out. And once he sells out, the buy box price is going to go back up and you're going to be getting sales, right? Especially on a listing that moves fast, right? That's why I tell you guys high sales frequency. The next phase is just the biggest phase, right? Brick by brick approach, right? I have to talk about these traps because these are bottlenecks that all beginner Amazon sellers face. And this is the reason why none of them make it. Looking for one home run product. I see this issue so many times. Guys, you want to have a catalog of 10, 15, 20 replenishable items that you can replenish every single day and make consistent guaranteed income. This is a good example of a home run product over here. We're getting this for $36. We're selling it for $74. This is a home run product, but you won't be able to replenish this because 100 people will get on this listing. I know the retailer where they're getting this from, they're only getting like 2 to 3 to 4 units. That's why these people are always selling out, because none of these guys have that much stock. So that's why I'm telling you guys, be more patient, build an actual catalog, and have sustainable income coming in. Next one is making decisions based on FOMO. Let's just say you're late to a product, price is going down, you see that offer count is going up, you're probably late to a sale and you have a higher buyer cost. Don't get on that listing because by the time you get the product, it's probably going to tank and you're not going to be profitable. The next one I want to talk about is getting discouraged by initial failures. Guys, in business, there's going to be adversity. There's going to be failures. Your ability to withstand that, your ability to be able to take those punches and get up every single day and get after it, even when it's hard, even when you're unsure that if you're gonna be able to make this work, that is the thing that's gonna separate you from these other people. That's what you guys have to understand. Even me, sometimes when sales are slow and everything, you have that kind of thought in your mind where just like, is this really working out? You start looking at other people, you start comparing yourself to them, right? One advice I'd give you guys, not even Amazon related, focus on what you can control. Only thing that you can control are your inputs, right? How much inputs you're putting into your business and your attendance in your business. Are you showing up every single day for a couple of hours every single day for your business? If you're saying yeah, then you've done everything that you need to do. If you're innovating and everything and you're trying to learn, if you're watching videos like these and you're gaining value, that's the only thing that you need for your business. That's the only thing that you could possibly do. If you're putting in all the inputs, that's all that matters, right? You can't control the outputs. All you can control is showing up every single day. And if you show up every single day, it's impossible to fail. The next one I want to talk about is racing to the bottom, right? If somebody's tanking the listing and they're probably not profitable, don't go there with them just to get sales. Guys, we're looking to make profit. We're not looking to make sales. It doesn't matter how much orange bars. You're doing 100K a month, but you're only profiting $3,000. We want to be able to manufacture our margin and be profitable Amazon sellers. Sales don't always equal profit. There's people doing 50, 60K a month, profiting $10,000, $15,000. And there's people over here doing 80, 90K a month, but they're only profiting 4 to 5K. So make sure you guys write all this stuff down. Okay, guys, so this method that we're going to be currently using is going to be called reverse sourcing, right? This is great for beginners. If this is your first month or first week trying to do online arbitrage, if I tried to teach you all of that, your head would probably start hurting. I want to give you the easiest method that you could start today and get sales next week, right? And that's going to be reverse sourcing. So over here, we have this guy's storefront over here, Uni Family LLC. We're going to go into storefront over here in just a bit. But when you're reverse sourcing a storefront, what I want you guys to look at is the ratings, right? Because sometimes sellers are going to have more than 100, 150 ratings, and that's just going to be a bit too much for us. He might do wholesale, or he's been selling on Amazon for like 4 to 5 years, and he has like brand directs, he's doing wholesale, he's doing all that good stuff, right? As a beginner, you're probably not going to be able to compete with him. But someone like this that has 42 total ratings, we're going to go over here on SellerAmp. I like SellerAmp when I'm reverse sourcing. You can, right? You can go into a storefront like this over here, but the issue is you don't see a keeper chart. You have to go into here, you have to go into each item, and I just don't think that's efficient enough, right? So I like to use SellerAmp because Let me explain to you guys why I like to reverse source with seller amp. What I want you guys to start doing is start looking at cues to disqualify items. So obviously we have our Keepa chart over here. We want the lines to be a bit more stable, right? We don't want the buy box price going down like this, right? This is a tanked item. We want to be avoiding this. So over here, right, as we can see the buy box, everything is looking good over here. We have, it sells 100 plus times a month. Our max cost is high. It's not like $1, $2. It's not a wholesale item, right? There's a mix of FBA and FBM. As you see over here, the FBA guy is winning it at $40. So all we're gonna do, we're gonna click our Google thing over here. And as you can see, it's going on discount over here for $30, $32 over here. Right? And then let's check this deep discount. It's going on here for $24. One thing is we do have to verify the supplier. So with something like this, we don't know if this is an authorized supplier or not. One of the biggest mistakes that I see beginners, right? They just buy from anywhere. And if you're gonna buy from anywhere, the issue that's gonna happen is Amazon's gonna come knocking on the door and they're gonna ask you for documentation and proof that you bought this from an authorized supplier. And we don't know if they're going to accept deepdiscount.com. We don't know that. So we could also go with the safer route. It's more money, $31.99, but we can make this profitable. So we're gonna get this product here on Amazon for $31.99. So people are gonna be winning buy box with FBA. We have a negative 2.48 profit, negative 7% ROI. We're going to go on Trustpilot. We're going to see if this is an authorized supplier. So deepdiscount.com. We're gonna go over here. It has a 2.1. I'm really just not gonna take this risk with my account. So I don't really know, 2.1 on Trustpilot, right? And we don't even know if Amazon's gonna take their invoices, right? No product is worth my Amazon account, so I'm not gonna take this. I'm gonna go ahead. We have this $31.99 over here. This is from a third-party seller over here. We don't buy from third-party sellers. That's okay. We're just gonna move on to the next product. We're not gonna fall in love with the product. We're not gonna fall super in love with this product if it doesn't make sense for us. You wanna find out everything that's wrong with that product. So we have this product over here for $22.49. Let's just check GameStop and let's see if the same thing. PlayStation 5. Oh my God. $22.49. Save $25 when you spend $250. Okay, we're going to do that. $22.49. $22.49. That's beautiful. Okay, and then keep us stable. People are getting some sales. Oh wow, $7 profit, 30% ROI. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna put this into my cart. We're gonna put $250 and we should get $25 off. I mean, this $22.49, this looks pretty good, to be honest. From GameStop over here, I just have to verify everything. Everything's in stock. It's the same item. The next thing I would do is I'll go on Cardbear and see if GameStop has discounted gift cards. GameStop has 9.4 plus. If we spend $250, we get $25 off. Plus we can get sales tax exempt for that. $9 profit, 45% ROI. Keepa is stable, 100 plus sales a month. Buy box is looking great. FBA and FBM. There's no IP complaints, right? There's nothing like that. Guys, sourcing is just so fun. Oh my God. Once you get really good at sourcing, this is just, it just becomes fun. It's been 10 minutes. We already found this banger over here. Let's keep looking through this guy's storefront. So we have the Sunny Angel Animal Series version 4 random sealed box. Buyer seller rank, that's solid. Estimated sales a month, right? I don't use seller amp. I just go on Amazon and I see the sales badge over here. So 1K, okay, I can verify that over here. Customers usually keep this item. Okay, so it sells for 25. Stable Keepa chart. People are selling out. Okay, this is a beautiful Keepa chart, guys. I want to explain to you guys why offer count is going down. This is not an IP complaint. This is just people are selling out. People are getting sales on this listing because the velocity is going up. And when the velocity goes up, right, people are selling out and then the buy box price just goes higher. As you can see, you guys have to learn how to read Keepa charts. So this is a good time to get in, right? People are going to be replenishing, but that's fine. Let's just find this at a profitable enough price to resell for the high on Amazon. Oh, wow. Okay, it's $6.99. It doesn't matter because I'm not getting this. It's from a third-party seller. So we have this product over here, Sunny Angel Store. Is this the actual... Okay, yeah, this is the actual website. They just, okay, so this item is sold out. This item is sold out, but as you can see, we were just there. Find an authorized retailer near you. So guys, I can go in store and I can get this. Oh, wow. They're gonna retail it. It's gonna be $11.25. Just say 11. I'll go in store for this. $6 profit, 55% ROI, and it's on the trend word up. This is nice. This is nice. This is a good time to do retail arbitrage. If you're an experienced seller, if you know you could get it, I could clear these out. This is just, guys, it's just off one storefront. We're just finding bangers. When the buy box is just a little too stable, like this is probably like a brand direct or something. Plus these reviews are like in the thousands, but the monthly sales are going up and then the buy box got taken away. I would personally stay away from this, but I mean, bro, if you're getting over here, what's it? 20% ROI, $3 profit, and I haven't even did like the $5 off discounted gift card. Like I haven't even got in my bag. I have enough leads. I wouldn't get on this. If you guys want to get on this, you guys can. I wouldn't recommend it to my students. If you guys aren't taking notes, let me know. Make sure you guys are asking questions too, right? This is live sourcing demo. So we have this, I want to show, so you guys want to look at cues. Okay. So let's look at this Keepa chart. This Keepa chart's just a bit iffy, right? It's just tanking down a bit, then it's going back up. Like, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, selling for $19.50. Max cost is $9. Estimated 200 sales a month, right? Let's verify Amazon. Let's verify on Amazon that sells 200 plus times a month. Sells 200 plus times a month. Let's check the Keepa in depth. Let's check the yearly, right? Let's get in depth. We don't want to play with our money. We don't want to make any mistakes, right? Okay, everything looks good. Let's check the yearly. Okay, just offer count's going up. People are selling out. Okay, if offer count's going up, that's okay because guess what? The sales are going up. Doesn't matter if the sales match the people getting on the listing. Then everyone's eating. That's good. I'll take that, right? I'll take that, guys. But okay, Walgreens. Ooh, okay. Let's go. So we have Walgreens. It's on discount right now. 6% cash back. Hold up. Oh my god. Okay, extra 15% off. Okay. Hold up. Shipping. Let's go shipping. Okay, let's do 12. Extra EGG. Okay. Extra 20% off, $50. Extra 20% off. Okay, we're getting 20% off. We can just make multiple orders. All right, let's get a Walgreens gift card. Let's cook up, bro. We're cooking right now. Walgreens. Let's go to Card Bear. Okay, let's go to Walgreens. Guys, this is so fun. You're just making money at 10%. Oh my god. 13.49, 10% plus 10% plus. What's our normal buy cost? 13.49. 13.49. Okay, 13.49. That's not profitable. We're getting 30% off. No, we're getting 6%. We're getting 6% cash back too, but I'm not gonna add the cash back, right? Let's just go 30, $2 profit, and then we get sales tax exempt on this. 2.85, 30% ROI. This is money, right? I'd buy like what? 30 units, 20 units, sells to it. Yeah, I'll buy like 25 units of this. So this, but guys, after you guys watch this video, I never want to hear you guys complain about not being able to find a product. This is insane. So 12.97, 25, $3 profit, 28% ROI. Guys, this is money, bro. This is too easy. Like genuinely, this is too easy. Guys, play some like house music, you know, play some music, get some food, and just make money, spend thousands, guys. This should be enjoyable. You guys shouldn't be struggling with sourcing, right? Make sure you guys are sourcing with your buddies. I always tell my students and mentees, we always get in VC and source because it's just the most enjoyable thing to do. So make sure you guys are sourcing with each other and you guys are just running through these. This is Funko, $12. Like you're just clicking buttons and making money. How could you not love this? Like, why would I work in a cubicle when I can click buttons and resell Funkos for the high on Amazon? Why would I do that? Buy box is taken away, but it's back, right? Let's check Luffy gear, $12. We could, does Funko have 10% off? Okay, so I'm gonna put my email in, so that's 10%, and let's see if they have a discounted gift card. If you guys aren't using discounted gift cards, you're always gonna lose to a seller like me that loves his gift cards. Don't lose to a seller like me. Card Bear, I don't want your ads. I don't care about your ads. Okay, Funko does not. No Funko, I guess. But 10%, where are we getting it from? 12, we're spending 12. 12. Selleramp says IP. Are we going to trust Selleramp or are we going to trust Farage Too Nice? We'll see. Let's just build our margin first. So we get 10% for being on the email list. Dude, am I on like, is this real? I think this might be like a world record. Like, I'm not gonna lie, 8.6, 80. Funko is known to have IP issues. I'll see that. There's no sign of IP issues. There's no sign of IP issues on this listing. This is why you learn how to read a Keepa chart so you know when there's an actual IP. Look at this. Offer count's just going up, 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 up. Then it's going down. You know why it's going down? Because the sales are there. People are selling out. These guys can't stay in stock. You get what I'm saying? And that's why the buy box was so gone, because the people that are listing it so high, Amazon was like, these guys are making too much money. I gotta take away the buy box. Literally, that's what happened. And then it starts going back to so buy box is an algorithm, right? If the buy box gets too high, Amazon's gonna think it's not fair for the customer. So guys, this is beautiful. $8 profit, 80% ROI. This is amazing, man. Life is good. Online arbitrage is so fun when you just have systems around you, when you know what you're doing, when you know what you're supposed to be looking for. Online arbitrage is a breeze. You shouldn't be angry. You shouldn't be struggling to source online in 2025, right? And next, I'm gonna see. I better not see this question that comes. How do you get ungated for these products, guys? So I'm gonna post this. I'm gonna post this video on like Sunday or Monday. The video before that, I'm gonna post it on Saturday morning. It's going to teach you how to get online arbitrage is so fun when you just have systems around you, when you know what you're doing, when you know what you're supposed to be looking for. Online arbitrage is a breeze. You shouldn't be angry. You shouldn't be struggling to source online in 2025. I'm gonna see that. I better not see this question that comes. How do you get ungated for these products, guys? The video before that, I'm gonna post it on Saturday morning. It's gonna teach you how to get ungated. Don't ask me how to get ungated until you watch that video. I dropped so much value. But yeah, guys, as you can see, reverse sourcing for beginners. This is money. So now that we have a full understanding of reverse sourcing and exactly how to find our first profitable product, I want to show you guys a live recording of our 2 Nice Profits mentee calls of how we taught our mentees how to source through Keep a Product Finder and how we got them to separate from these other Amazon sellers and be able to make thousands of dollars on Amazon.
Okay, this is going to be an interactive class, so ask questions, whatever you don't understand, just so we're doing basics to online arbitrage with Keep a Product Finder, taking a spin on reverse sourcing, because we're still going to be doing reverse sourcing, but instead of using SellerAmp, we're going to start using Keep a Product Finder. What is online arbitrage? KPF. Buying online products from online retailers, you already know the deal, and buying them at a lower price, selling them on Amazon. Why to do it? You get access to exclusive discounts and sales for anyone that's just focusing on RA. Ability to browse, the browser software is just full screen, keep a charge, Smart Scout, Rakuten, and online gift cards. So you get to stack your cash back. Templates, there is a PDF in there where you can see all the extensions that are free and some that are paid that we can use to maximize our profit on online arbitrage. And obviously we could source anytime, any day. For anyone that's working 9 to 5 right now or overtime, like you said, you can source at like 9 o'clock with online arbitrage. With retail arbitrage, you can't do that. Why to use KPF? Can't say that. So this is what a quick screenshot if any of you haven't used it before. So we can organize products by a couple categories. We can organize them by sales rank, buy box, offer count, sales badge, like how many are bought in the past month. Well, on SellerAmp, you can only put them by category. So we can either do like grocery or we can do by brand. There is no way to sort it by who has the most offers or what's the sales rank, how many are buying in the past month. We get no filters. With SellerAmp, we just get a bunch of, maybe we click on a storefront, but he has 90 RA products and like 10 wholesale products or 10 online arbitrage products. With Keep a Product Finder, we can go in and find those and just have more selling opportunities and boost our clicks on profitable products. Breakdown on how to use Keep a Product Finder. So one, you're going to find a starting product. So there's 3 ways we're going to go back to this. One, we're going to have a starting product. And what I mean by that is have a product that is profitable already. And now you want to reverse source that brand. So I have an example right here we're going to do right after this as well. But here's Contingo. So this is a cup brand, if any of you are familiar with, like a thermos brand. So I found this listing right up here, this top search, the Contingo West 2.0 stainless steel travel mug. I found it at Target it was $18 and it sells for $36. You can see here, and it sells 100 times a month. That's a banger product on its own right there. But now what we're going to do is take that product and we're going to put in our Keep a Product Filter presets, and we're going to filter only Contingo products that have the certain sales badge, a certain offer count, and a certain sales rank. This will filter them so we see more online arbitrageable products. And instead of only profiting on one SKU, we now can profit on 10 different items because we might be able to find more profitable items just by doing an Amazon search. So how to get here? Product Finder, you're going to go to data, and then this big Product Finder tab is going to pop up. Here's some quick filters we're going to put in. I'll do this for you guys too, so we'll run through it together. You're going to put your sales rank. What's sales rank? So sales rank means current 1 to 100,000. That's what we have it set as. 1 means it's the best selling product on Amazon. 100,000 means it's the 100,000th best selling item on Amazon. So obviously title, brand, and more. When we talk about text field, there's going to be a spot where we can put in what brand we want. And for this example, we're looking for Contingo. That's the brand we wanted to source. And then offer count. This is how many offers are on that listing currently, or there's settings to do 30-day average, average or 60-day average. Right now, we want there to be 3 to unlimited sellers. We're going to start broad. The reason I'm saying 3 to unlimited is because when you do 1 or 2 sellers, you end up getting a lot of private label brands, or you get brands where there's a dominant distributor on the listing, or the brand themselves is on the listing. So for Contigo, by filtering to 3, we kick out most of the Amazon brand, like the Amazon controlled listings. If Contigo is selling on any of these listings, we kick out them. We also kick out any major distributor that has like 70 million reviews or 70,000 reviews, and they're going to IP anyone that hops on their listing. So 3 to set number is a great way to start. And lastly, we want the buy box seller to be an Amazon buy box or a third-party buy box. The only times you want an Amazon buy box is when you're trying to compete directly with Amazon, which I don't always recommend, or you're doing A to A, which is another sourcing method entirely. Third-party buy box.
What if you don't see a buy box on the product?
But yeah, you're talking about a suppressed buy box. So that means Amazon thinks the price is too high or too low for the current offer count. Normally, I don't like messing with suppressed buy boxes because what Amazon will do is they will take away the sales badge. Whenever a buy box gets suppressed, if it sells 10,000 times a month, they'll hide that from you. They won't say it sells 10,000 times a month.
Adam, when the buy box is taken away, people don't want to like have that extra click and then go to like somebody's specific storefront and actually buy it. So the sales just naturally go down. The reason Amazon is so popular, it's so easy to buy it. You see your product, you see the buy box, add it to your cart, and it takes 2 seconds. People on Amazon are obviously lazy. As soon as they take away the buy box, you have to click into the store, and it's like minutes. You see all these choices, all these different sellers. One has like $5 shipping, one has like $22.99. So there's multiple reasons why you shouldn't opt on buy box suppressed. There's some opportunities. They take away the buy box, but people are still in there making thousands, right?
Yeah, nothing's an absolute.
Yeah. So if you have anything like that where you think it's still a good opportunity, if you drop it in the ticket, we could 100%, and
Sometimes like when you're looking at a suppressed buy box, it might look profitable and that maybe catches your eye, but then like Faraj says, you look, and normally the product's trending at $15, and for some reason someone priced in at 45, so they suppress the buy box and it looks really profitable when it will never sell for that amount.
What happens with a suppressed buy box too is that, sometimes a lot of people are going to just be taking down the price because the sales are going to be away, and we'll see a lot of people have stock, and they're just going to start getting nervous. Everybody wants to move their inventory, and the price is just going to get tanked. You got to understand like why the buy box is being taken away. There's so many things that come to it. The price gets too high, right? Amazon might not think it's a fair, competitive price, and they might take away. So it just depends. There's not one right answer, but yeah, 100% agree with that.
And then, yeah, lastly, filter by sales badge, decent amount of active sellers. So I like to say I don't sell anything that sells less than 50 times a month, because in Amazon, it's a volume game. We don't want to sit on inventory. We don't want to have to sit on dead capital. We want to move inventory in and out, cash flow. We want good cash flow. And then lastly, we can also expand this into rabbit trail sourcing, which is another word for storefront stalking. And now we find, let's say this listing's profitable. Not only are we going to keep going down this Contigo list, but also we can now go back on these Contigo listings that are profitable and source those storefronts through reverse sourcing. And we just opened a whole different can of worms where more profitable products can be found because these guys were doing online arbitrage. Now we're going to get out of this. I'm going to show you guys a live, actually we'll do Contigo as a live example. So this is like what I was just showing in the slideshow. We're going to keep a product finder, and this is where we're going to put in our filters. So I can also send you guys presets, but it's also fantastic for you to build your own presets and you can separate yourself from other people. So what we're going to put here is we're going to put a current offer count from 1 to 200,000. So that means we're going to get the best selling product to the 200,000 best selling product. And we're going to do that for a trailing 90-day average. So this is saying that this product maintain a sales rank between that 1 to 200,000 within 90 days. And then for an example of when we're going to talk about brands, we're not going to filter the buy box price because we might filter out a profitable item that we don't know about. So for this example of Contigo thermoses, we'll just leave it blank, but this can be customized when you're trying to keep a product filter searches online arbitrage products. So if you really like products that are in the niche of $20 to $40, this is when we put something in the buy box. So right now for these Contigos, we're going to say Amazon's out of stock, so they're not going to dominate the buy box. And this is where you can put the brand in. So right here, it's going to say what is one of, and we're going to put in the brand Contigo. So right here, there's almost 3,000 products that have the Contigo. 200 products that have the Contigo branding because we filtered that sales rank. So scroll down, and now we're going to put our offer count. We're going to do a offer count of 3 total offers to an infinity offer. So you see we filtered out almost 170 different products, one dominant seller. And honestly, we probably don't have to filter anything else, but what we'll do is we'll put a sales badge on here as well. So we'll do 50 and we have 20 products to go through. So this is nothing for like, how long does it take you to do 20 products? Maybe 15 minutes. So now what we're going to do is we're going to filter by actually, let me show you guys my columns before we do this. My columns are going to look different than yours. I'll send this recording to you guys, but this is what I have on versus what I have off. Just scroll down. This is important because when you first open up your Keepa product finder, it's going to look a lot different than mine. And then you can go watch that back in the recording. So how are we going to filter through these? I always like filtering by offer count. So if there's more sellers, chances are there's a lot more online arbitrage sellers than there is, I feel like, wholesale sellers for Contango products, especially if I found the first listing or online arbitrage. What I'm going to do is filter by offer count, 13 offers. So this looks different from last time I went through it. And maybe that listing that was profitable when I saw it is not, because it doesn't look like it's here. Maybe the sales badge is gone. But we're still going to do is we're going to go through these anyway. So we can see this product. I don't know why the Google button's gone or the Amazon button's gone. It's going to make it a little 8 offers and 5 offers. We'll do these 3 to start. And normally we do a lot more, but I'm just, for sake of time, I'm going to show you guys these 3. So let's see. I have not looked at these pre-hand, so we'll see if they're profitable. And anyway, this is not the same water bottle. What I want to see is Coleman, where they're getting it. 15% off. Not this color, but let's just see $13.99. So we don't waste our time on the site if it isn't out. I wonder if these are stackable. That would also be crazy. 15% off and then another 15% off from text and email. All right. So let's see if this is the same. No, different color. But this is a good price for this type of product. Let's see if we can filter, bring up sell around 1430. Right here, 640, too expensive. All right, these ones aren't looking too good, but here, let's keep going. This is kind of what we're doing. We're going through these kind of products. So we found one profitable item from last time we looked at this was a couple of months ago, maybe 6 months ago. Times change, but it doesn't mean they're still not profitable. These offers are too low. Let me take back the 50 plus bot and let's see if that changes at all.
So it's just not 50 cups that have been sold. It could be like 100, 200, 300. Because if one person
on anything with the sales badge or anything with the sales badge, so it's 100 plus, 200 plus, 300 plus, 50 plus is just an accurate representation. That's data given to us by Amazon, right? So that's the most accurate representation. So BSR, like that stuff is cool, but we know something sells 50 plus times a month, and let's just say it sells 70, 80. We know we can get in there, sell 10, 15 units a month, right?
Well, the thing is, I hopped on a listing that said 60 sales a month, but when I hopped on it, I was only thinking that 60 of them will get sold.
Yeah, that's just an outlier. Yeah, like crazy stuff happens sometimes.
Yeah, and artists sometimes like they update it only like once or twice a month, right? So it could have an item could have an insane explosion, especially seasonal items. They can have it over like Prime Day. More people are on the platform or more people are buying. So you could have something without a sales badge, 200, 300 people could buy it, and then it could go from 0 to like 300 plus pop per month, right? It doesn't have to be 50, 100 plus 150. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's the biggest platform in the world. So I would 100% just test more. Even if something doesn't have a sales badge, just, buying 1 or 2 units, right? That could be a reason why people avoid it. Like RJ, that listing that you got on that you sold 100, did you really think that you were going to sell that much or not?
Fuck no.
Exactly. And the only reason you benefited is because you went ahead and you did your due diligence. You actually tried because, if you didn't sell, worst comes to worst, right? You would just return it. So that's something, that's a learning lesson that I wanted to speak about, especially with OAR. If you can return this stuff, let's just take more risks. Let's take more initiative. And yeah, testing more, especially if you're not really losing any money, that's going to be a high leverage chance, 100%.
I ran out of capital, basically just selling out right now, waiting for the next month.
Dang, it sucks. These Contangos are so ass now. They used to be pretty fire. I remember giving this away to all the students 6 months ago.
Some of you guys that have experience sourcing, right? Let's make sure we're following along, on the computer, this sourcing too, right? And if you haven't ever used Keepa Product Finder, then, you could just, watch Adam's screen. But let's see who's in here. RJ, you can Mike, Bach, we could start using KPF Kalen too. Let's start using it. And then if you guys find anything, we can review it.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch up the brand. So this is all fresh. I'm not doing any type of I don't know any of these pre-hand. So I'm trying to find something live with you guys. So give me a brand that you guys, I don't know, some sort of brand that you like, or even we can go invite a cost or something like that and try to find a brand to do brand sources before we do any kind of Keepa reverse sourcing. We could do this brand. We have done this brand in the past, Yum Earth, but I want to repeat for you guys. So here's an example of a brand. Not all brands would be winners. So Contango, that wasn't a winner anymore. That used to be a winner 6 months ago. Now it isn't. Yum Earth was another one we went over just to save you guys time and give you more proof of concept. We'll go through these ones. So you see when we filter by current offer count, these have ridiculous 32% 42 offers, that's quite a bit of offers. And that makes you think, where are they buying it? Amazon's winning the buy box right now, but I'm still curious. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull a couple of these decent price range too. So when we're looking at buy box, you see this one current is $8. To get a product profitably at $8, you have to buy it for around $2, $1.50, $2, maybe $3. So we're not looking for $6.89. That's way too low. And we can see this is also a wholesaler right here. So 1,000 reviews. How much does he have in stock? Can't see it on the first page, but he's $6.89. That's a pretty low. He has to be buying that for $1, maybe 50 cents. So something like this, $21. This is something we can do. $11, we can do that. $6, no. 5, no. 12, we can do that. And this Yum Earth also, they have a very easy barrier to entry on their wholesale. So you can go to the Yum Earth website, scroll down to the bottom, and they have a wholesale section that's pretty damn easy to open up. And you can do the math, and whatever buy cost we find here through OA, you might be able to find an even better buy cost in their wholesale catalog. All right, we grabbed a few here, so we'll take these out. So does this kind of make sense? This is only one way we can use Keepa, and it's by filtering out brands. So whenever you find, obviously we're not starting on a profitable listing anymore, but if you have a profitable product in your catalog, or you know of a profitable product, you can take that whole brand's catalog, do these Keepa presets we just did, and find a whole bunch of other products that might be profitable. So we'll take this product, for example. It's a 2-bag Yum Earth 5 ounces strawberry 5-ounce bag for $7.29. It's too expensive. Let's see if we can use some discounts to get it lower. So times 2, 26 negative. Pull up, see if iHerb or Vitacost has it. Package 6. So these big packs, I start thinking are wholesale because they're a 6-pack. And if we look at the sellers on here, these are big sellers. Yeah, 23,000. This is 40 count. These different flavors. I think this might just be different packaging. Spring wrap pops. You buy a box of them. Do they come? They come in a bag. Okay. $6.66 with their auto ship, or 20% off. We'll just use the 20% off saving cart. I think this is where we got this last time as well. So $8.32. We'll see. No, this is way cheaper. We have to go through, make sure this is the same product. 810, 1650, 166. All right. First available, 1224. Best by 1227. So yeah, this looks like the same exact product, just different packaging. All right. If we keep spending more time on this, we're going to waste too much time. But if this is the same product, 666, or we can go try to find another listing. I believe that's the same.
You know it's the same product by the ASIN, correct?
Not the ASIN, the UPC. So sometimes they'll use the same exact UPC just in case it only has one listing, but there is times where they'll change the UPCs because they have multiple listings on Amazon up. So yeah, you like fact checking with this UPC. I just don't like how the bags are different. So I'm thinking it's in an older package. I just want to make sure that, you know, the flavors are the same. But I mean, also, if you screw up once, it's not like it's the end of the world and they're going to return this. I guarantee you they're probably going to be like, oh, I got pineapple instead of mango, 20. Yeah, I would see no problem with this. And we can always go straight to the website as well. So we could go straight to Yum Earth and try to find that flavor as well. So 40 count, 15% off. Let me take this name. I'd have no problem with this one. And this one, $6 profit, $19, $3.69. And that's just with using their 20% off. I don't know if Rakuten has anything. Right now, the best one is, I've never used this one, 10% off. I do like Be Frugal's good. So I would just go with Be Frugal, which is another 4%. We're not going to put that into our margins, but that's another 4% going back in your pocket. So this is one I'd save aside, and let's see if it sells any more. Let's check who the people are on here. We can go through all these sellers if we really wanted to and do some storefront stocking, because they found this product either through most likely online arbitrage the same way we just found it. So we can go through here and, you know, stock their accounts now. But what I really want to look for is IP complaint, and we'll just make sure there's none here. So this looks good. This is back when Amazon's in stock, so this doesn't matter. The price is shooting up 5 to 7. These are fine. This is just Amazon pricing. This is what we really want to look for. So in the past year, we can see that there's stable pricing. So there's no huge drop offs. I'm assuming most of you know what an IP looks like when you're looking at a Keepa chart. It's just a big drop off or a seller count from like 10 sellers to 5 sellers. So what we're looking for, we're in the yearly chart and we don't see any big drop offs like that. Like this wouldn't alarm me too much. 6 to 4, that's 2 offers, and we can see sales rank starts to drop. So chances are this was just good volume. Look, sales rank goes from 33,000 to 27,000 within 1 hour. So this one's good for me. Obviously we keep going down the list now. So we have one product that we would save where we bought it from and just save it. And we move on to the next. And now we have one product and we know one product from this brand's profitable. So now I'd go through all the products in this brand.
And then you could just reverse source that product to the seller who's selling it. Look at all the people that found it. And then you can just reverse source that. And that's how you turn 1 lead into like 20.
And the other thing is, don't be scared. Don't be scared if packaging looks different. Like this could be an old Amazon picture. I sell so many listings where packaging is different, but it's just from an old listing.
How many of these would you recommend purchasing, like just to get started?
Yeah, so on that listing we just saw, it only sold 50 times a month and there was 8 competitive offers. And something like that, I wouldn't mind buying 10, 15 units and spending, what is that, 50, 70 bucks on that. And then you're going to make 40 or 50 bucks. And it's just passive money because you found it within 5 minutes. So 50 bucks a month for next 12 months, hopefully.
And you're FBAing this, correct?
Yep, that I would FBA. So I would just throw that in, save it until you can build a decent enough FBA shipment, and then send that all in FBA. If you found one product and it's not a discount or like a seasonal item, and you know you'll be able to replenish it in the future, if you don't have a big enough FBA order, I would wait until you can scrounge up a few SKUs and then place the purchase order all together. So if you find 4 more from this brand, you save those, and then let's say you find 3 SKUs from Home Depot you want to buy. Now you buy those 3 Home Depots at the same time you bought the Yum Earth, and then you put that all in one FBA shipment. Any questions on this? It's like, it's boring, tedious work, but that's what Amazon is. We're just finding products the brand's selling. So we found one. I would like to go through all of them, or we can skip and go through a different kind of method. So this is 8.5 ounces and 40 lollipops. 8.7, 8.7, 11.49, a little too expensive. We're going to do the same things. We found the other one on iHerb. Let's see. We have to find this exact one on iHerb now too. Let's see if they sell it. So we're looking for the 40 lollipops. So where our hit rate right now is, we probably went through 30 products and found one, that's pretty good. And we're focusing on low ticket items right now. So actually what I'm gonna do now is we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna take that one product that we did find, and we're gonna show you how to expand off of it. So I'm gonna grab that ASIN. We're gonna go to data. Actually, one we can do this way. And we're gonna grab seller IDs from now on. So we're gonna take not humongous sellers, but decent size. So a little more than 4. This guy, we'll do these 3 to start. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take their seller ID, and then there's a seller lookup button right here. So you're gonna paste their seller ID in here. We can see the reviews. Wow, he has some pretty shoddy reviews. What is he selling the most of? Clothing, books, grocery. So I like the grocery category, so we're going to go in here, and we're first going to filter by current offer count. We're going to see who's buying the most. Probiotics, selling shoes, and now we switched right into a different method of using Keepa, so we just expanded. So yeah, we're picking apart his seller storefront now. This one looks like we've done this in the past. Let's see if we can find it for cheaper. This is a good one. So we're buying directly from the website. That's good. They have bulk purchasing. $6 per. That's a little too expensive. They offer some sort of discount. So this is a pack of 2. We need $12 max cost. Let's see what this says. Yeah, and if you guys want to be doing this too, you can. So right now what I'm doing, all it takes is just time. You're going to get lucky, but you're also just, the more time you put in, the less luck you need. Let's see the deal associated with this, because if it's buy one, get 150, it might be enough. 450 would be a 1450 buy cost. Make sure this is the right one. 6.5. Same product, we can agree?
Yes.
Unlock member deal, sign in. I'm assuming this is the member deal because I'm not signed in. 24. It seems a little ridiculous. Move this to the side. Let me sign in. Damn, it's asking for an email. This better be worth it.
Guys, let's also make sure when we're sourcing, let's just run up VC. Like, let's just run up VC. I remember at the start, a couple months ago, we were running up sourcing in VC. But, you're in a community with people, like-minded people. There's no reason you guys should be sourcing homo, right? Like, me and Adam, we source all the time. Anytime, we're just bored, send a Zoom link, or get in VC, and then we can source with you guys too.
It's not 24.
This makes it so much more knowable. Nah.
No, to verify this site. Solar is normally a Vita cost product. This guy sells a lot of clothes. Jeez. We'll hop off him because he's selling so much clothes. We'll move on to the next guy. All we need is just one product, really. One product a day. 30 products a month is plenty to grow your storefront exponentially. We already have one for today, and that would be, if we're on a group call, it'd be only you sourcing it, and that'd be plenty. One item a day is plenty.
RJ, that 11K day came from one of those products, right? And you decided to buy 100 units, 100%. I remember last Q4, that was November, this one kind of toy was doing consistent 1K days from literally just one product.
All right, Obi, this guy. These golf balls I know did pretty well. Those were a big I think. Let's see if we can still find them. So I'm picking out pretty fast, but what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a nice offer count, nice bought in the past, and a stable buy box. So 30 to 36 is a little unstable. It's a high enough price where I think we can handle a 6%, $6 drop. But if something goes from $18 to $11, that's something I might not consider because the volume changed drastically. I mean, we've seen this spoiled child before. We can just pull it up just for the sake of it. I'm sure we've seen these. This guy's selling, I can tell just by looking at a storefront, he has a lot of online arbitrage products and retail arbitrage. This is a retail arbitrage product. So Solar 30 servings. And obviously maybe you're not all ungated for this, but you can always save them for eventual auto ungates or eventual places where you ask us and we can find you an ungate for it. 30 servings, 60, 13, 11, 13 with that 20% off. It sells 1K, but geez, that'd be pretty insane. Yeah, so we have some big players on this listing. Only 6 left in stock. That sucks. All right, so we can only buy 6 of these, but this is definitely a listing we might go to play on. This is an okay chart. I used to sell Solar in the past. This is a good product. We just need to find somewhere we can actually buy it consistently. So what we're looking at here, product sells 1,000 times a month. Unfortunately, we can only buy 6 units, I think. It's a limit order of 6 per person, so you might be able to do multiple orders and loop it. So anyways, this product sells 1,000 times a month or more, 1,000 to 1,999. We're buying it for $11 and we're selling it for $22.77. Right here, we have 25 offers. Only 5 offers are really competitive. So you could test test order 6 of these and throw them on top of your, FBH shipment. And then if they sell fast enough or they sell well and you run into no issues, you can pull the trigger on 100 or 200, maybe 300. We see some pretty big sellers on here, which might scare some of you off, but we also see in the Keep It chart is we don't see any type of IP complaint. And another thing we can check out is our buy box statistics. We can look here, look at this buy box share. Nobody's winning more in the past 30 days, 31%. If we go to the last 1,958 days, 71% from this guy. But if we go 365, 50%. Last 180 days, this is pretty shared. So yeah, I would have no problem helping on this. Does that kind of explain what we're doing in a different way?
And it also sells 1K plus times a month. So let's just say you're only winning 2-3%, still catch like, 30, 40, 50 sales, right? And 1K plus about a month. The next stage up is 2K plus about per month. So this item could sell 1.9K, times a month. Just hasn't hit 2,000 the past month. So this could move. Only way is just really try and test buy this.
We found 2 products in almost an hour. That's more than, I think, 1 product a day is plenty for you to actually scale your business to like 10,000 a month within 3 months. If you found 1 product a day and you did it for 3 months, you have 90 products. You should easily be hitting 10K. And I mean, easily. This is 1 product out of the other 10. And we're only on the second seller and we're not even through your storefront of listings I actually want to look at. So you can see how this rabbit hole could go for 4 or 5 hours. It's just you have to put in the time to actually source these guys. Sourcing isn't hard. It's just long and tedious. No one's going to find a product their first 5 sources. It took us to find 2 products an hour, maybe an hour, almost an hour and a half. So this is just a great example. I want to leave it up to you guys. Do you want me to continue going through this just to, get the repetitions down, or do you want to do something else? Because we are coming close to the end of class because we're past an hour, but I want to extend it a little longer.
Oh, I say something else. I feel like this is all pretty straightforward, and this was all in the classes.
Yeah. If we have no questions, then we can wrap these up and then call it there. But yeah, as you can tell, sourcing is not hard. And this is one of the easier methods. We're going to start doing more and we'll go into more complex topics. But honestly, to hit your first $10,000 in sales, this is really all you need. I mean, you could just sell this, like just sell a couple Ryobis or a couple Fuji films, and you could do 50K.
Well, guys, any more questions? Seriously, any issues that we're going through? That seems like you did your job, Adam, right?
I'll go through these last couple and then we'll call it here.
You're goated, Adam.
Thank you. I appreciate it. This is another one we would have skipped right by this. 19. Thing I like about golf balls is even though it says the year, Amazon listings don't include the year. They just include the base, what the golf ball is. So as long as you can compare that the golf bars are the same, you can sell this and get away with it. Most people don't care about the year of the product or anything. They're just looking for the type of golf ball you're selling. 15% off on Golf Galaxy. You take this, 55 for 4. So divide that by 4. 1375 is for 1. Give our 15% off that we have times 85%. So we have 15% ROI. Now what I'm going to do is go to Hardbear, search Golf Galaxy. I'm pretty sure Dick's Sporting Goods works for them too. We see 12% off. So we'll take an additional 12%, which is 88%. And now we're running a $3 profit and almost a 30% ROI with 500 sales a month. This is another product. That's a pretty damn good ROI. Most people, they shoot for 25%. So this is a good online arbitrage product. You could just replan. I just found another one within a couple minutes. We can just double check, make sure these balls are the same straight fly. Set straight fly right on the title. Yeah, I wouldn't care. This is pretty much the same call. Max fly straight fly golf balls. That's what you're getting when you buy this. Max fly straight fly golf balls. No one would really complain about this. So there's another one. So that this makes sense. Easy enough. I didn't even look at this one, but maybe this one's profitable too. Looks like I got it for $22.74 somewhere. Let's see if Academic Sports has a nicer discount. 10% off plus the 9.5% off. So we're going to take $24.99. Is that what we got here? 24.99 times 90% for 10% off. And then we have another 9.5% off. Did it wrong. 24.99 times 90% times 90.5%. This is right on the cusp. If you include your 2% cash back on your credit card, you're right on the criteria. But $5 profit, this is great for a 24% ROI, 200 sales a month. I'm quick firing now, but yeah, we just got lucky at the end there. And we found a couple of products right in the row because this guy it looks like he's doing a lot of online arbitrage. And I'm sure the rest of these are pretty decent as well. Like I know we know for a fact this was an online arbitrage product. By one Google search, we can tell you that he's buying it from Spoiled Child for $59 or somewhere around there. Nope, wrong listing. Spoiled Child was one of the biggest OA products going on for a while. Yeah, people were getting it $44.10. Yeah, right there. So you see 22% ROI, $10 profit, 2K. This is one of those products where even though it's really low profit, you can buy it and it'll sell instantly, like so fast, and your returns insanely fast. So there's not like your cash flows getting held back. Your cash flow is doing worse by just letting that sit in your bank account instead of buying this. We just found one guy's storefront and he had a couple great items that we could sell, maybe long-term, maybe short-term, but it's still items we can sell through online arbitrage. All right. Any other questions, guys?
I'm not really ungated in much. Should I stick to reverse sourcing? You think sourcing strats can work no matter?
This will work no matter what. So like we always say, you don't chase the ungate, you chase the source first. Like you find the profit, not the ungate. Even though you're not ungated in a whole lot, just source till you find profit. And if that profit's gated, you save it in a spreadsheet and you either send it to us to help you find an ungate, or you save it until you sell enough products where everything becomes an auto ungate. Thanks for showing up, mentees. If this is something you guys want to see in the future, just let me know if anything's similar, and we'll get to it. I'll catch you guys in the next one, though.
All right, guys, that's going to be a wrap. Hopefully you guys got some value from this video, and hopefully you guys can implement this information, actually take action on this information and make your first couple $1,000s on Amazon. Amazon is an amazing opportunity in 2025. The most profitable time of the year is coming up. So make sure you guys fully take advantage of that. The results we've been getting in 2 Nice Profits have been genuinely insane. I'm going to just pop some on the screen over here. These people haven't been doing Amazon for 3, 4 years now, or like these are regular people just like you and me that make thousands of dollars on Amazon, only spending a couple of hours a day just sourcing. If you guys want to work with me one-on-one, I'm gonna leave it down in the description. Hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.